Yeah, so this is a hand that doesn't have a whole lot going for it, but it has the mana, it has the Inquisition, it has some reactivity, so it could be good in some matchups. I think it's good enough to keep. I tend to keep these hands where if you just draw a threat, you're in good shape. Let's see, so the opponent is probably on the blue-red, what's it called? Not Storm, but like Pseudo-Storm. So if I find an Ascension pretty quickly, we're probably in bad shape. Bolt isn't super good against us. I think that Slight is better than Serum Visions. We don't care that he sees our hand. I'm just going to take Slight. We'll just cast it. Yep, double Battle Rage. Looks like it's the Kiln Fiend deck. What did the opponent do? Scryed to the... Put a card on bottom, put a card on top. And didn't probe, so it wasn't trying to draw it. It's probably smart to play around our discard spell if we draw one. Oh, he doesn't even know that we don't have one yet. It's probably probe. That's a good one. I will take it. It's like my favorite card against Lightning Bolt. Just Lingering Souls. Opponent's just like, I can deal with a fourth of your card with my card. 04. No, not yet. Swift Spear, yep. Played Canal, yeah, that's right. So we know the opponent's entire hand. Debating if they want to Battle Rage. If they attack us and we double block, they bolt us. And it just kills both our guys, so we'll just take it. Not too worried at this point. Ooh, that was nice. So if we minus, then the opponent bolts Liliana to kill it. If we plus, then we leave a path to exile open and one in our hand, and they discard like one of the battle rages. Seems better. Could also wait a turn, just flashback Lingering Souls. Kind of like that plan better, actually. Now here we can double block and then path after we force them to kind of cast a spell. They still don't know our hand. Played Spire Bluff tapped, so we know their hand. Well, this is going to work out nice for us. Playing that land pre-combat was a pretty big mistake from the opponent. So now we have 3 spirits. We're about to just start plussing Liliana. Opponent just has a land and 2 battle rages in hand. And they just concede. Great. They weren't dead, but we were very far ahead. Okay, so Rest in Peace, Disenchant, Duress are all things that work against the opponent here. Wrath of God is a pretty slow way of dealing with like a Kiln Fiend combo. If they run Young Pyromancer, it's a way to deal with all their stuff. So I like Path to Exile. I like all the discard. I'm pretty sure this is a card. This is a card. I don't know how many to run. So regular Storm, it's pretty clear what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to like keep them from comboing. So Rest in Peace is good and all that kind of stuff. This is a different sort of combo deck. So if their plan is to like Battle Rage a Kiln Fiend, then I mean some draws Rest in Peace just doesn't do anything. Given the cards that we saw, Rest in Peace would have done nothing. Disenchant would have done nothing. Flaying Tendril seems okay too. It's kind of like a 3-mana Wrath. It doesn't deal with the Kraken though. Thing in the ice. The other ones do. So if we have these 4 Wraths, it might be worth it. I think we want to cut another 4-mana spell. Could cut a Sorin. I like the idea of gaining life though. So we don't just randomly get burned out. I guess let's do that. I suspect we might be sideboarding again pretty heavily for game 3. Yes, I'll keep. This game we might do nothing. We might just go Copter, Copter, die with no interaction. Not ideal for the modern format. In standard, this hand looks great, but in modern, it's a little riskier. I still keep it though. Let my draw steps bail me out. That's what I always say. Actually, I don't really say that. Might have been the first time I ever said that. This is one of the problems with Copter in Modern, is that it's just like, doesn't interact with the opponent. It's not like a Thalia, Tide Hollow Sculler, something like that. But it is versatile, and it does a lot of things like it'll block an etch champion, it'll survive a wrath effect, and it just like the looting capability kind of makes it a card draw spell. So it's kind of pressure, card draw, resiliency, um, a specific answer to things like Etch Champion, other flyers. So it does do a lot, but then sometimes it's just like this hand where it's just like, yeah, it's going to be an awkward game. I considered playing something like Doomblade in the sideboard. It'd be good in matchups like this. Maybe go for the throat. Opponent's not putting us under a ton of pressure, though. So I don't know. So, I mean, next turn I can play Gideon. It starts getting the job done in some respects. Opponent could be going off. Looks like they are. No, not quite. That was interesting. Huh. Quite the time to draw that. So I think I want to wait a turn here. Because we do have Shambling Vent. So we could activate Shambling Vent, block. And then we can path to exile. So I mean, if things work out, they could work out real well this turn. Good if he just replays the Swift Spear and attacks for. Well, it's not going to attack into the Shambling Vent. I mean, that could work out real well. Then we path the Awoken Horror and block the other guy. I don't know which one I did. That was mostly to play around Dispel. The reason I blocked first. Alright, so now the opponent has Swift Spear that we know about. I don't think we're too concerned about that. They did not play the Swift Spear post-combat, though, which is interesting. They didn't counter our Path to Exile with a Spell Pierce? Jeez. That's crazy. Alright, so I would think we're not dead to the Swift Spear, but we might be. No? I think I do want to Thoughtseize here. Okay. So we have Bolt, Battle Rage, Apostle's Blessing, Artifact, or from color of your choice. Bedlam Reveler, one less for each instant or sorcery. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's just cost red, red. Opponent doesn't have red, red just yet. If they do, then Prowess, draw 3 cards. I think we want to take the Bolt. And then we Damnation. Apostle's Blessing, Reveler, Teamer, Battle Rage. And I think we do want the extra land. Okay, so next turn we're going to get Reveled. Ooh, hello. Man, Lingering Souls. And I think we want to set up Sorin instead. Blade Splicer, no. There's Flashback Souls. Yep. And next turn we can play Sorin and go for the win. Opponent plays Reveler here. Yep. And has some extra cards. Hopefully does not get the mana leak. Man, what a game. So, let's see, we have 6 mana, so we could just play into the Spell Pierce here. No problem. If we Thoughtseize first, they have double Spell Pierce in hand. Well, they only have 3 cards in hand. We know it's Apostle's Blessing, Battle Rage. So they could have a Vapor Snare, Vapor Snag, and then they take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's, no, 2, 4, 6, 8. So go to 1, Vapor Snag. I think yeah, if I Thoughtseize, then it's perfect information, though. Yeah. What happened there? How do I... Why do I think he has that in his hand, but that's in his hand? Oh, whatever. How does that even happen? Oh, he has to discard. Okay. Derp. IR smart. And attack for lethal. Good games. Smuggler's Copter plus Lingering Souls plus Sorin. Nice combo. Good games.